Some big delivery expectations for next week. Are you thinking 95 to 100,000 or something different? How are you feeling about Tesla these days?
I'm feeling pretty bullish, actually. You know, I'm in Southern California, which we like to call Tesla land, and it's literally like every other car is a Tesla now. So we think they're selling a lot of cars in California. We know that. But we think they get to 100,000 cars this quarter. We haven't heard any hiccups in deliveries, and a lot of the growing pains they had in the first half of the year with deliveries in the foreign markets, Europe and China, seem to have smoothed out. And really, it's been a fairly uneventful quarter for Tesla as far as negative news. And so I'm pretty pleased with the quarter so far. But there's some wonderful new developments happening at Tesla right now.
Right. And, you know, we know that they've been expanding in China, and, you know, that Elon Musk has said that Tesla's been building major engineering team in China. We had one analyst today say that based on his checks, he thinks that Tesla truly will succeed in China. At the same time, you have Dan Ives from Wedbush who thinks that they're a little aggressive in some of the forecasts.
Well, you know, Dan's a professional pessimist, but if you actually talk to Chinese people, they're so bullish on Tesla. They love the car. They love Elon. The government has literally rolled out the red carpet for him. And you know, with all the problems like companies like NIO is having in the Chinese economy, with the car companies slowing down, Tesla's the only car growth story in China. So the Chinese government is really happy with that. And production's going to start much sooner than people expect, and they're going to sell every car they make in China. It's a much less expensive car and a much cheaper car to produce with higher margins. So China is the biggest EV market in the world and the biggest growth driver in the global economy. So this is a huge positive for Tesla.
Yeah, I mean, that certainly sounds pretty great. We had a mixed bag as far as price targets. Today, Piper Jaffray, they were the ones they thought there would be success for Tesla in China, have a $386 target. And a couple of them are over 300. China Renaissance, Baird hasn't outperformed. Those both have a buy. Those are over $300. Wedbush is at $220. Credit Suisse is at $189. Where do you think is the proper price for Tesla? What are your goals for Tesla's stock?
Well, you know, the fact of the matter, the stock's being, you know, batted around like a balloon in a child's party. So, you know, these analysts are all basically just trying to protect their short seller friends and keep making money. But the truth of the matter is that Tesla as a company should be valued higher than Uber for sure. When you look at what just happened, you know, Elon just announced on Twitter that full self-driving and version 10 is being released right now to the cars, to all US owners. This is a huge plus for Tesla as well. So when you look at the value of full self-driving, you look at the China Gigafactory and production in China, and you look at their future revenue and production numbers, we think Tesla should be worth about 2 times what it's worth today. It's a huge opportunity to get into Tesla now at around 230. It's one of the best opportunities I see in the stock market today.
So, do you think this could be a $400, $500 stock? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh, it should be. I mean, Elon made a lot of missteps a year ago. It's weighing on the stock today. A lot of institutions lost faith in his leadership, and it's going to take some time to rebuild that. And he's working really hard to do that now. And we've seen, I think it's been really, like, Robyn Denholm has done a great job as chairman of the board. A perfect example, you put a woman at the chairman of the board, you shake it up because of the SEC, and I think this has been a big positive for Tesla, and they're really moving in the right directions in communication with the public, and also in just delivering what they're saying they're going to do. So with version 10 coming out this week, right before the end of the quarter, it means they can realize revenue for full self-driving that they haven't realized in the past, which will also increase their profit margins for Q3. So I think this timing of this release is not accidental to get it out before the end of the quarter. So another bullish thing for Tesla.
Yeah, and they got that nice positive comments, right, from the insurance industry on the Model 3. So that really is something nice. You know, you often touch on names like Disney and Netflix, and we know the streaming wars are underway. Disney's off its highs. Netflix turned into the red this year, this week. Just can you give us a quick thought on Disney and or Netflix?
Yeah, Disney's our strongest buy right here. The fact that it's sold down from 145 down to 130 is just a weird fluke because they think Apple's some sort of competition, which it is not. Disney is in a phenomenal position coming into Christmas with everything going for it. So we're buying on any weakness here on Disney and love the company going into the new year. Netflix, on the other hand, as we've been saying for a long time, was just severely overvalued. We love the business of Netflix, but at now still 100 times earnings, it's hard to justify with all the competition. And that's where Apple hurts. Apple hurts Netflix. It doesn't hurt Disney because Apple's giving away more content for free. And so by doing that, like you buy a phone, you get Apple TV, it's going to start to erode U.S. consumer subscribers for Netflix over the next couple quarters. And Netflix, I think, knows this, and they're focused on the international markets. But the valuation needs to come down, and that's what's happening with Netflix. So for investors in Netflix, you should really be patient here. It's going to take a little bit of time for Netflix to find the right valuation. So we've been sellers in the 300 range. We're not buyers yet of Netflix. We're holding what we have, which is a smaller position, but we are strong buyers of Disney in here.